How do you ensure that every day, every week, every month, every quarter, every year, you have the best energy, you feel great about what you're doing, and you're charged to move forward? In this video, I'm going to teach you how to fill your canteen. So stay tuned for that. There's an analogy that to live a great life, you have to do things daily, weekly, quarterly, and annually to fill your canteen. That is, to keep great things inside of you, to keep great energy coming out of you, and to reset every single day. And that canteen is a series of things that you do consistently. So what is it that you do every single day to charge up, to start your day with a lot of energy? For some people, that's yoga or meditation. For others, it's prayer or reading. What is it that you do every day? Find an activity that you can do at the beginning of your day to charge you up, and maybe at the end of the day to calm you down, and do it consistently. For example, I start my day every day with yoga and meditation and some light exercise. And about 3 or 4 times a week in the evenings, I go for a run. Just those things alone keep me going and keep high energy levels within me. But maybe you have something different. Maybe it's your morning cup of coffee. Maybe you want to have every evening dinner with the family. Take a moment right now, write down what it is that you do every day or you feel you could do every day to charge yourself up and to start filling that canteen. So what is it that you do every week? Is there a weekly activity? Maybe you play sports on the weekends. Maybe you're in a band. Maybe there's a show you like to watch, or maybe you like to go on a weekly date with your spouse. What is it that you do every week? That's the next thing you want to do consistently to fill that canteen of yours. What about every quarter? Maybe you want to take a trip 4 times a year. Maybe that's a trip with the family. Maybe that's a trip with your spouse. Maybe it's a trip by yourself. What other things might you want to do every quarter? I play in a band, and I love making music with my friends. What do I like to do once a quarter at least? I like to perform in front of an audience. That fills my canteen. That gets me going. So write that down. What is it that you could do every quarter consistently to fill your canteen? And lastly, what annual activity could you do? Could you take a 2-week retreat? Maybe you take a vacation by yourself. Maybe you take a family trip. Maybe you're a scuba diver and you want to go diving at minimum once a year. Maybe you want to go to the islands. Maybe there's a city you want to visit. What are the things that you can do annually to top off that canteen? So give some thought to this. Think about your daily activities, your weekly activities, your quarterly activities, and that annual thing that you do that recharges you and fills that canteen. And it doesn't have to be special. Maybe one of your weekly activities is eating nachos. Maybe one of your daily activities is sitting quietly for 15 minutes with a book. The key here is to write these down and put together a plan to do them. Your daily activities are actually the easiest. Once you've figured out what those are, it's easy to create a habit because you're doing them every day. And I encourage you to do them every day, including the weekends. And your weekly activities, well, that's something that you can get on a calendar. Put that in a calendar. Maybe every Friday it's a date with your spouse. Or maybe every Saturday you have a pickup basketball game. Quarterly, again, put that in the calendar, but put a calendar event to plan for your quarterly activity. After all, if it's a quarterly trip, you're going to want to schedule that and plan it in advance. I talked to somebody, and what he does is every quarter he takes a trip with one of his children, and he rotates it. And that's a great thing for him. But of course, he plans that well in advance. And finally, your annual activity. You need to have a task to actually plan that out. Say you're planning to do a 2-week trip to Hawaii to go scuba diving and spend a little time just recharging. You probably want to plan that well in advance. Give yourself some tasks. Sit down, plan this out, determine and be motivated that you are going to fill your canteen every day, every week, every quarter, and every year. You will find that you will have more energy, you'll get more done, and most importantly, you'll just feel really good. I make videos like this all the time, sometimes about personal development, other times about business and marketing. If you like what you heard, I'd appreciate a like. If you want to hear more like this, subscribe and click the bell. If you do something else to fill your own canteen, I'd love to hear about it. Put it in the comments below. I appreciate your time today, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.